Thank you for tuning in to Gloves Off Seattle. Your hosts, Patti and Meagan, will be talking about all things Seattle women's hockey. A huge Pacific Northwest welcome to the PWHL. Gloves Off Seattle! Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.
Gloves Off Seattle.
It is Saturday.
Saturday night, guys. We're here on the same day of our game.
Yeah, January 3rd.
You'll see this on Monday, but
Yes.
it's Saturday night.
Yeah, so we are recording Saturday. I don't know why I always feel the need to tell everybody when we're recording. I feel like it makes it make more sense in time and space with the things that we say. Because like, who knows what could happen tomorrow? Anything could happen tomorrow between now and when we release this. But anyway, we won, guys.
We won.
Our first road win.
Our first road win. Our first shutout of the season.
Yes.
Our shutout of our career.
It wasn't a shutout.
I mean, a shootout.
I was
shootout, not
I was like, wait, it wasn't a shutout.
Shootout
The first
in history,
in
our history,
in the Torrent history. Yeah,
our
for sure.
shootout win.
So before we start talking about the game, though, I want to give a couple beefs at the league.
Oh,
Are you ready for this?
okay. We did not discuss
Yes,
this.
we did. If you talked about it, you're gonna be like, oh, when I say it, you're gonna be like,
okay.
oh. So first of all,
Okay,
this
I know what
takeover. This is a takeover tour game, guys. This
neutral site. It's supposed to be.
don't even let me get it out. Really?
I set the
Are
stage.
are you done interrupting me? Anyway, so this is a takeover tour game. These are supposed to be neutral site games, and they're supposed to be in places that neither team has any
Real
advantage
presence.
because it is a neutral site game. Guys, Hamilton is the state, the TD Coliseum where they played. I looked it up. It's 40 miles away from Coca-Cola Coliseum where the Septres play every single game. So it's a 45-minute drive. So I'm here to say my beef with the PWHL currently is this is not a neutral site game. And why are we calling it a neutral site game when it's really a Septres game, a Septres home
were the
game,
home game.
a little bit away? I mean, and granted, there was a Torrent presence. There was a Torrent presence because all of the family and friends of Lexi Agia came to see.
And Megan Carter.
And Megan Carter's parents were there. And I don't think they were the only ones that are from Ontario. But
I
anyway,
didn't see many in the crowd.
but yeah, there was not a
It
lot
was
of
decidedly
yeah,
Toronto.
yeah.
Which, we said it. It's like the game being in Tacoma from Seattle.
Right.
It's like that's not exactly
Right.
an away game. And
We live 45 minutes away from Seattle, and we still consider Seattle our home team. And if Seattle played in the Tacoma Dome, which is the arena, quote unquote, here,
For us.
yeah, it would still be considered a home game, I'm sure. Because
And they said the same thing. They said, "Oh, it's 45 minutes on a good day."
On a
Like,
good
it
day,
could
if
take
there's
us a lot
traffic.
longer. Well, yeah, we get that
if
because
there's
it can take us a lot longer too.
yeah, in traffic.
And it
So
does.
anyway, there's my beef. I'm beefing with the league about calling this a neutral site game. We should have just called it a Scepters home game in a different Coliseum because they couldn't get Coca-Cola this weekend for whatever reason. Okay, maybe somebody else was playing there.
I mean, I think it was appropriate that Toronto was the home team.
Yes.
Because it's our second away team as the away team. on Takeover
Our
tour
second neutral site away
of
game.
less than a week, right?
Right.
Last Sunday, this Saturday.
Correct.
Which is fine, but that would have been almost ironic if they had called us the home team there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Which is
And
probably
that's not much of a beef. That's a
no, it's not a beef. It was a
It
joke.
was just kind of a funny.
It was very funny. Like they kept saying, like, "Oh, the takeover tour neutral." Okay, so the cool thing is TD Coliseum, I guess, hasn't been used for a while, and so they put
in a hockey capacity.
in a hockey capacity, right? There's been, would they say, concerts and other things.
Lacrosse.
Anyway,
They
lacrosse,
play lacrosse
which,
inside.
which yeah, that was also like, here's my question to the universe. Like, I thought lacrosse was an outdoor sport. I didn't realize you played it inside.
Do they play it on like volleyball
Turf?
courts? I know they play it outside because it is a summer sport, and
I
a lot
would
of hockey
assume
players,
not.
some hockey players play it in the summer. But
Someone needs to chime in and let us know, is lacrosse, oh, are we going to say his name? Okay, Brian. Or anyone else. I mean, Brian, you can let us know, but anyone else can let us know too. Both of us are under the assumption that lacrosse is an outdoor sport and that you don't play it inside of an arena. But anyway, they said that TD Coliseum
wouldn't be the first time we were wrong.
gets lacrosse played there as well. So the cool thing is because it hasn't been used in a hockey capacity, that the PWHL was able to put the Takeover Tour logo
Logo on the
down on
ice.
center ice.
And more than just the takeover tour on the center in the center ice, they had the correct markings behind the goal where they didn't have the trapezoid lines out there because the trapezoid lines in PWHL mean nothing.
Okay, so we should have this discussion because I don't know. Have we had this on the podcast? I know we've talked
I
about
think we
it.
talk a little bit about it,
Okay,
but
so let's talk about it. So there is a
okay.
difference. This is a rule difference between the PWHL and the NHL. And it has to do, and I feel like we have talked about this, but we'll just revisit it quickly. That it has to do, if you watch an NHL game, there are markings on the ice behind the goal, which demark a trapezoid behind the goal. So it's, angular lines going back from the goal. And the goalie is only allowed to handle the puck
Behind the goal
inside the trapezoid behind the goal. And if they handle the puck
in the
in
corners,
the corners, then what happens?
that's a penalty.
Oh,
Yeah.
who serves penalty?
Somebody on the ice, the goalie wouldn't. That would be interesting if the goalie did. No, whoever, some player of their choosing that was
Okay.
on the ice when the infraction happened, kind of like if the goalie like trips somebody,
Right.
or they can do delay of game too, or they shoot the puck
Yeah.
out. The goalie's not going to serve the penalty, but they'll somebody who has to bet on the ice because they could pick like the fourth line or the 20th, 21st person
Yeah.
to serve it. So no, it has to be somebody on the ice.
So the interesting thing is that we talked about this last year because of Gwen Phillips. I remember because this is not a rule in the PWHL. The PWHL goalies can handle
Anywhere
the
they
puck
want.
anywhere they want, in the back, in front of the goal, in the net, wherever they want. And I feel like Gwen Phillips got caught out because she was she was in the corner and
Yeah.
she got did she get
Oh,
scored on?
that's scored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it
I
was
feel
a
like I
huge
remember that.
goal.
It was during the playoffs.
It was a
Yeah.
playoff. It was.
Yeah. So anyway, so this it's just an interesting thing. So to see that to see for the markings to not be there, obviously
It was
significant
cool.
because it was a true PWHL, ice like from back front center all around.
And you know what this is making me think of? Do they have those markings in Vancouver with the primary
Oh,
tenant?
oh my gosh. Okay.
See that? Do we
Primary tenant. We're
chime
gonna have
in?
to, yeah, I'm sure we have pictures because we've been there a couple of times.
We sat behind them.
I know we did sit behind the neck. Okay, guys, we will comb through our pictures and see what we can find. And if I can
So
find
it
it,
makes sense for them
no,
to be
no, no,
there
no. If I
in
can find a
Vancouver.
picture, I'll post it here with the podcast. I'll have to be able to see if I can find a picture though. I'm sure there's a picture somewhere
Yeah.
but my guess is since they're the only hockey team or, the
They're the
primary
primary
tenant, that there probably isn't
not
those
there.
markings in Vancouver, because it's not an NHL
I'm
arena.
just surprised I didn't notice
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
mean, I've been there for 2 games.
Well, we talked about it today.
Good.
Okay, so anyway, so let's start off. So we started the day. We headed up to Rough and Tumble, Columbia City. Shout out, Rough and Tumble.
Yes,
It,
Jen, we love you.
yes, Jen, thank you.
The actual watch party, official watch party, the PWHL
Or the Torrent watch party,
tournament watch party was at
Ballard.
Ballard, Rough and
Right.
Tumble, which we didn't go there.
We didn't go there because it takes us about 30 minutes more to get there than it does to get to Columbia City. And
Our new Section 7 friend.
our Section 7 friends were there.
We're
So
very close.
yeah, so Court and Ray, and our new friend Kate, who was also Section 7. So the three of them they actually got there early, and we had some space in the back of Rough and Tumble. And then Ava, 365 Hockey Girl, and Brian and his family showed up. Oh yeah, Brian Klink. Anyway, so we had a nice little group, but the place was packed. Like, let's start there. The place was totally packed. Torrent fans, lots of
Yay.
Torrent gear. It
Yay.
was, yeah, it was a great atmosphere. And it's funny because Ava even said that it was exciting, but it was chiller than Ballard. And so it's, it's just it's a smaller location. So there's just not as many people there. And I'm glad that both are getting packed out for the games.
Me too.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
And just it was the one that we happened to go to. So little sneak peek, I can't talk today, that we've been told that there's probably more official watch parties coming for the away games because we still have I think we have 3 away games before we play at
3
home.
more
Well, I know we have Wednesday,
Sunday.
Sunday, And then is there one midweek before the next Sunday game? I
Possibly.
don't know. I'm not
I don't
looking into
know.
schedule, guys. But anyway, so all that to say, we have at least two more away games before we come home again.
Feels like we've been gone for so
Yeah.
long. We miss you,
Yeah.
Torrent.
I
We
saw
miss
that.
you.
I saw somebody posted.
Please come home.
Yeah, somebody on TikTok was like, please come home, Tora. We miss you. Anyway, so yes,
I'm
we're,
sure they're missing home
yeah,
too.
we're missing home. I'm sure you're missing home. We can't wait for you guys to get back.
Mm.
But all that to say, it is very interesting. So we watched the game live at the Rough and Tumble with our friends, and it was very exciting and it was a very fun game. Went to overtime. We won in the shootout. Schroeder shut out the shootout, which was
A
amazing. We'll
lot of
talk about
a
this.
lot of
Schroeder.
Schroeds shut out to shoot out.
Anyway, but then we came home and we had something we had to do this afternoon after the game. And then we watched the game again. And I will say that both Patty and I had a much different feeling about the way the game went watching it a second time than we did watching it the first time.
The
So
first
you go ahead.
time at Rough and Tumble, okay, it felt like we were not even showing up in the second period. Like it felt like it was all Toronto in the second period and that we could not like connect on one pass. And it wasn't that bad. It really
No.
wasn't. I mean, obviously we did better in the first and third. They did better in the second. The shots on goal were like lopsided, 2-1, almost each period. But and 4-0 in overtime. But still 4-0 us. But it didn't feel as bad in the second period. Like I felt at the Rough and Tumble, I was dejected. Like, oh my God, how are we playing this bad? Like, and I think it was after the first period, we played so good the
Yeah.
first period. We looked so good. We were connecting on every pass. We were finishing every hit.
Yeah.
We were like you could see the communication. And I know you heard Emily Brown's voice. That was the third period.
Yeah.
But the first period just felt like it was like poetry in motion almost.
Yeah. It
And
did.
maybe that's why the second period live felt it just didn't feel like it felt like the antithesis of the first period, but it really wasn't that
No,
bad.
it
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
Watching it back, it just was. I mean, both of us, like, we were just like, wow, why did we
When did
feel like it
we,
was that? Why did we feel like, and again, this is what I said. I'm like, we knew
we knew
obviously
the outcome.
watching the second time that we were going to win. And
Right.
so it feels a little bit different when you know what's going to happen, but it did not feel like the first, okay, so let's just start talking about the first period. So the first period was, like Patty said, it was beautiful. Like
It
they
was.
were
It was
doing a
all
really
like
good job.
shots, hits.
Yeah, and let's just, Lexia Gia got her second
Second in
Torrent
two
goal. Yeah,
games.
second in two games. So she's on a roll, which
Yeah.
we love to see.
Yeah.
We love to
And
see
Bucky
some
had a
Lexi.
great game too.
Yeah.
Same line. Perfect. They were great together.
Yeah, so Lexi's goal was assisted by Bucky and Mariah Keppel. So I
Mhm.
think that was Mariah's
First point.
first point. Yeah, so of her first assist is what the commentator said.
Mm.
So, and again, what'd you say, 2-1 shots on goal? Like
It was pretty much 2-1.
we were,
Maybe not exactly,
yeah, we were
but
just in our offense. It was beautiful. That third line that we keep,
it was 14-6.
yeah, okay. So that,
14-6.
yeah, so that third line that we keep talking about is just, was just, it felt like they were hitting on all cylinders. And not that, the other, two, three lines, however many
Three lines.
other
Three
three
other
lines.
lines.
Yeah, the three other lines weren't also connecting. It's just that third line just
Market.
they're actually becoming quite the little powerhouse, which is funny because I said it and I feel like that, Coach Steve has a sweet spot for them. I think he really is excited about what the three of them can do. So that's Lexia Gia, Grant Mentis, Bucky, and then Serdachny.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the three of them. So anyway, when we say the third line, that's who we're talking about. So Lexi got the only goal that we got in the first period. There was a penalty. They had a penalty, a roughing penalty, at 11 and a half minutes. And then, they killed the penalty and we ended that period feeling great, feeling like, okay, this is the team that we've wanted to see. This is a team that's connecting. All the things that we had said before about the team, feeling like the team was struggling, connecting, playing in front of Schroeder. I'm like, okay, that's all written off. Like, I don't believe that anymore. Like, no more of that bad juju on, Schroeds. Like, she's doing great, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it was great. It was a good, we went into the first intermission with a really good feeling.
Yeah, and I think that's partly what took the wind out of my sails is that when they came out and scored in the first minute of the second period, it was like, oh my gosh, like, and maybe that's what set the ground.
Me?
And knowing that coming out, watching it, rewatching it, and even though they scored, like they didn't score again, and I mean not in that period, but it just felt like. I don't know. It was like two different second periods. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it was definitely a different feeling because I thought, and again, we didn't know the outcome when we were at the rough and tumble. No one that was sitting with us that was, and we were highly critiquing the team. We were highly critiquing. I mean, there was a lot. I heard a lot of where are defenders? Like, why aren't people in front of the
How
goal?
did that get through?
How did that? Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then when we watched it back, it just didn't look bad. It
Mm-mm.
didn't look bad. Yes, they scored. It was a very pretty goal by
And it
Natalie
was a pretty
Spooner.
pass. And
Yeah.
seriously, I know we're supposed to take away the pass on the 2-on-1, but I don't think Kayla Barnes had a chance to stop that. It was a perfect saucer pass right over her stick, and it was pretty high over her stick. So no shade on Kayla Barnes letting that pass through. It was just a really nice pass.
And I mean,
Goal.
and no shade on
No.
Kareen either. Like, I feel like she had a really stellar game, and I feel like it felt like she was on this game.
Yeah.
I mean, she did block 27 shots.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like she didn't block 27 shots. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And 27 shots in regular, well, and then all four.
Four and no, there were no shots on her in overtime. It was all us. We had four shots on
No, I know, but they don't count as,
in shootout.
yeah.
No,
Oh, they don't
no,
count. Oh, they
those
don't
don't
count
count.
towards shots on goal.
I don't know. I don't think so. Unless
Okay,
it's
cool.
very different than the NHL, but no, those don't count.
Okay, so anyway, so they scored, like Patty said, very early, within the first minute of the second period, and watching it live, we felt like it was falling apart. That was Delianatis that got a penalty in the middle of the second. I didn't
I
realize
guess.
that. Yeah, yeah. So,
I really didn't see Lily until like almost midway through the game. And I mean, maybe she didn't play much in the first. I don't know, but she just was not on my radar. And I was like, did she play in the game? Did she?
yeah,
But I saw her, on the replay.
yeah.
So
So there was another shot in the first that we didn't talk about, that the one that Julia Gosling almost batted out of the air.
oh yeah, that was pretty sweet. I mean, she nearly batted it in out of midair, and it was a near miss, but that was a really good chance. Yeah,
That was in the first period. That was part of your notes.
it was my only note actually. I was
Oh,
just into the game. I was the only
yeah.
note I made.
Yeah, we were very much into the
Yeah.
game. So, again, I think that, I think Schroeder did a great job in the second, blocked a ton of shots, in the second period.
And maybe that set her up. Giving up that goal early just like cemented it. Like she was a wall after that in the second.
Mhm.
Because it felt like it was all them. It wasn't all them, but it did feel like it felt like the ice was tilted to the right the entire game. Like it was all us in the first, it was mostly them in the second, and all
All
us in the third, and then overtime was all us over there. But still, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I will say this, it did not, I also feel like the third period felt different in person than it did. And that was probably because it was very tense, because we were worried that we weren't going to get, go to overtime. So, moving into the third period, they took a penalty early for delay a game. Again, they killed the penalty.
But it was all us after that.
Well, no, because they had a goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
midway.
all us until right before the
Right,
goal.
right before the goal,
Yeah.
and then midway through the third, Daryl Watts got a
It
goal.
was pretty to watch. It was pretty
It
to
was a
watch,
really,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie.
it was a really nice goal, assisted by Turnbull and Fast. And at that point, obviously with 10 minutes to go, it was a little nerve-wracking. We're like, okay, we do not, well, and partially also because our Section 7 friends said if we lose, we're not going to be able to watch another game together.
Oh, way to throw that out there late in the third. Okay, Court. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
I get it,
Yeah.
but
The
say
super-
that after.
the superstition runs high, obviously.
It's bad luck
So,
to be superstitious.
yeah, it's bad luck to be superstitious, except for every hockey fan I know of is superstitious, like to
I'm
them.
just saying, this is my winning.
I know,
My
I know. So now it
when I
just,
turned around the whole, where is it?
I don't know, but
It's up there somewhere. My Mara Wagner shirt.
okay,
Turned it around.
okay. So, we've won in a number of different clothing options for me. So I don't have a winning sweatshirt
That's
like
because you wear
Patty
something
does.
different all the
I've
time.
worn this sweatshirt before.
Okay.
Anyway, um, okay, so anyway, all that to say, midway through the third, they went ahead and it was 2-1 with a goal by Daryl Watts, like we said. Then this is at 5 minutes left in the game. We're freaking out like it's not going to happen. Carpy comes in with a beautiful shot.
Point number 50.
Yes, it was her 50th goal, career goal in the PWHL. So congratulations, Carpy.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved. And she got a little water bath in the locker room from
Mhm.
her teammates for her 50th goal. She walked in and they all dumped a bunch of water on her. So
Very cool.
yeah. So congratulations to that. So tied it up. So Carby tied it up. And it was a beautiful it was a beautiful goal that, assist from Gosling
Yeah.
and Wilgren. So and then we're like, okay, we gotta go to OT. Like that's what I mean. We had some beautiful chances, honestly. There was a couple of
Oh
really
yeah.
really pretty chances and we didn't, nothing went in. I think the Bucky at the end
Yeah.
was that no, that might have been in
Oh no, it's
OT.
overtime.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Bucky in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
overtime.
Bucky in over.
I thought we were talking overtime because there's
No,
a
no,
lot
no.
of good
Okay.
chances in
So
overtime.
anyway, third period ends, and then we go into so in the PWHL, just like the NHL, it's a 3-on-3 5-minute overtime. So and this is sudden death. So if somebody scores, the
It's
game's
over.
over, right? So it was all us. It was
Yeah.
all us in OT. We did not land a shot, we did not make a goal, but
No.
oh my gosh, there was a couple of Bucky chances that it was like, oh, it had one breath been different,
Yeah.
it would have gone
Yeah.
in.
One went wide, I think, and the other one
Yeah.
was a shot on goal, but it was some
I mean,
great
there's a couple like
chances.
where there's just like right in front of the net and it just didn't
Yeah.
go in. But yeah, Grant Mentis had a great game. And just kudos to her for just playing hard
Yeah.
and working hard.
Yeah.
So
And congrats, Lexi. 2 goals in 2 games. Let's go for three.
yeah, let's go. Let's just make this a goal a game. Like, see, come on, no
I love
pressure,
it.
no
I love
pressure.
it.
So then we go to a shootout, which the shootout in the PWHL is different than the NHL, and we're gonna get this right.
Yes,
We're
we
gonna get
are.
it right for the
Five
final time.
shooters.
There are 5 attempts by each team, and the difference also between the PWHL and the NHL is that you can repeat a
You can
shooter,
repeat a shooter.
which we did.
We did. Hannah
So
Bilka.
yeah, Hannah Bilka took our first shot and sniped it in. It
Yeah.
was beautiful, and that just like it really got everything going in the right direction. So when we were watching it live, we actually decided to move down. We were sitting.
Well, what happened was
Okay, you go ahead, Tom.
there were, let's see, one, two, three, four. At least there was only more than one TV downstairs, right? Because we were
Oh
upstairs
yeah,
in
but
the
there was like a
lounge.
main screen
There's
downstairs.
a main screen downstairs, and the speakers were set up on that one or one of them. But on YouTube, they weren't all synced. I'm gonna say that they were not all synced. Some
And it
were a
was no,
few
it was no
seconds.
fault of anybody's.
No.
It's just YouTube. It was just the
Yeah.
way YouTube is. So
The ads came up on different screens, but they were not synced. And so the commentators were not synced to the game we were watching, but it was really marketed in the shootout because we were way ahead than the main room.
right.
And so we were like, yeah, oh, and our reactions
Yeah.
were very marketed. And even when we scored our second goal,
Yeah.
I didn't high five on the first goal. I don't know what I was thinking. But on the second goal, I went around and high fived everyone in the building. And I was downstairs ready to high five before they even
Saw the goal.
was scored
Yeah.
on that screen. So it was a little bit different. And so at one point during the shootout, I'm like, no, we should go down there because we're giving spoilers and there should be no spoilers in hockey at all. And from someone who watched a lot of games on delay, I totally get no spoilers. So we went down in the main room and we all watched them
Right. So we could all watch it together, and
Yeah.
so we weren't yelling at a different time than everybody else
No,
was.
and it was
so-
awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, so Hannah Bilka scored. I don't remember exactly when we moved, but at some point during the shootout, we moved.
Yeah.
Hannah Bilka
It
scored.
was after, I think after Wilgren's goal. We saw Wilgren's goal upstairs.
Yeah, so
which
that's
was
the interesting
beautiful.
thing. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Okay, so Hannah Bilka, we know she's a shooter.
forward,
She's
yeah,
a forward.
shooter.
Totally normal. for her
Obviously
to
a
be-
shootout specialist.
Yes, shootout specialist, has a great shot. It was, chef's kiss. Like Bilka, hands down, you are our shootout goddess. We love you.
Mhm.
Okay, so then they
Wilgren.
well, they had their attempt, and they
Right.
know, and let's not gloss over that because Schroeder was,
Yeah.
she was standing up up in front of it and knocked it off. So like this is Schroeder. This is Schroeder's win, and I want to give it to Schroeder
She
because
won.
she got us there because of her goalie abilities in the shootout.
Yeah.
Okay, so first she shut down the first one.
Yeah.
So then Anna Wilgren, who is a
A defender
defender.
doesn't usually shootout. You don't usually have defenders on. I mean, maybe late if it's tied and you have like 10 shoot,
But
especially
even
in the
knowing that
NHL because you cannot repeat.
that's what I'm saying. Even knowing that you can repeat,
Yeah.
what like the fact that O'Rourke would choose Anna Wilgren
I,
could be. But so anyway, so this was her post game interview. They were asking her like, "Where did you learn how to do it?" He
it's a
named the
Forsberg
shot.
goal. It's a Forsberg shot.
Okay,
It's
so
a Forsberg move.
what does that mean?
Well, it's just something that Peter Forsberg like did a lot. It's the
Yeah.
way he scored quite a few goals,
It
and
was
it's
a
just
fake
kind of
out. She looked like she was going one direction, and then she just kind of slid it in
and tipped it in on the
on the back
and
end.
she got her moving to the right, and then she went to the left. So it was really pretty.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And then it was Rob that asked her, I think it was him who was interviewing her after the game, asked her like, where you're a defender. And she's like, sometimes I stay after practice and I practice that move. And it was like, I just love the fact that like Coach Steve is like, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna put Anna Wilgren, our defender, in as the second.
Maybe he saw those
I don't know, he
moves.
probably did.
I mean, the cat's out of the bag now, and even
Yeah.
I think Rob said that, like,
Yeah.
oh, they're all going to be looking for that.
Yeah, the
but now-
goalies, she's never gonna be able to get past another
No.
goalie with that.
But
So
it was beautiful, and it wasn't the game-winning one, but obviously Bilka's first goal because Schroeder shut down everything
Yeah.
in the shootout, and it was beautiful.
yeah, well, it
But,
was. I mean, it was. Isn't that the game-winning goal?
No, right there, Hannah Bilka, where it says game winner.
Well, why is that game winning? Okay, so we're looking at the game center.
Recap.
So why is Hannah Bilka's the game-winning goal and not Anna Wilgren's?
Because Anna Wilgren's would have been the game-winning goal if they had scored one.
Oh,
goal.
because we didn't need another.
Need one
Oh,
because
I
Schroeder
I
shut
get it.
everything
Okay,
down,
okay,
so.
okay. So I'm learning, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I
as
mean,
we
it's
go on.
weird to call a shootout goal a game winner.
I know.
Whatever. It's fine.
She got the last goal of the game. That's what I.
That was the goal that if she hadn't made a goal there, we would not, it might have been the second goal. So yeah, I guess it's the game winning goal. It's just weird to see.
Anyway, so yeah, so Schroeder, so like that's how I want to end talking about the game is that it was
Schroeds win.
it was Schroed's win. We said it before the game started, and we'll probably keep saying it. She needed this win.
Yeah.
She needed this win.
It was her first win of,
Yeah.
As a Torrent
Yeah.
goalie, and we absolutely love it because she deserved it. And I don't know
The fact that she got it in the shootout, I think
Mhm.
that's the important part because I think the thing is that no one can take it away from her
Mhm.
at this point because it was her against the shooters, whereas the rest of the game, obviously, you could hand it to Lexi or Alex Carpenter or somebody else, who got us there. Whereas like with this, you can't hand it to
She
anybody else. You
shut it
yeah.
down.
So shut out in the shootout.
Yeah.
And the 3 stars of the game, which I still am a little
I mean,
about.
Daryl Watts did have
Alex
a goal and assist.
Yeah,
right?
Alex Carpenter is first star, which I think that they gave Carpy that because it was her
50,
50th.
yeah.
Yeah, or it was her 50th goal. Daryl Watts had a goal and an assist, so she was second star, and then Schroeder was third star, which
Which is fine.
Okay.
Schroeder got the fish, right?
she did. Yeah, they did give Schroeder the fish. One of the fish. They've got more than one
Oh, do
fish.
they?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Maybe
one
they-
fish has a fisherman's hat, like a yellow
Oh,
fisherman's hat. That's the one that
okay.
she got. The other
Okay.
fish, I don't know, has a cowboy hat along with it. Yeah, no,
Did
no,
that
no.
happen in Dallas?
No, they've had
No,
the cowboy
so-
hats.
I-
They've had the
I
cowboy hats. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Anyway, so these locker room traditions, they crack me up.
Great game though.
So yeah, so that was the end of the game, and it was a very good atmosphere. Like I said, I think any of the rough and tumbles, any place. I know that there was watch parties all over town, which is just so exciting that we can fill at 11
I
a.m.
know.
on a Saturday morning. It is Saturday, right?
It is Saturday. All day.
We're filling up. We're filling up. These women's sports bars. Anyway, it was really exciting to see. It was really fun. It was a really fun time. And then we got to watch it again,
Yeah.
which is nice. It was nice. And thank you everyone for all your tips and tricks on how to get the YouTube.
Rewatch
Yeah,
video.
how to get the YouTube video after the live goes off. So appreciate it. We actually got that. We took care of that today and we got to watch it again. So
Enjoyed watching the game with our new friends
Yes.
and got everyone together. It was
Yeah.
very nice.
It was. So the next game is on Wednesday. So we play the Boston Fleet in
In
Boston.
Boston
Yep, at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
is when the bus comes.
Right. So we're gonna be on delay. So we're gonna try and do no spoilers. I might have to put my phone away. But
I
we'll
think we'll be on time. We'll be on back on live before the second period. I think by the second period we'll be back. Oh
I
yeah,
have
you have
Pilates.
please. Forgot about that. Sorry.
Maybe
No,
I have to
well,
reschedule Pilates.
no, you need to go. It's you
It,
could barely get
I know.
in,
Anyway,
so
we don't need to talk about my Pilates schedule. So yeah, so there's a game on Wednesday night. I have not heard of any watch parties for Wednesday. There is a chance that there's watch parties coming for Sunday's game. Nothing official yet, so I'm not going to say anything about where that might be. We're hoping that maybe there might be one closer to us in the South Sound area, which is what the rumor mill is saying right now. But when we know, we'll put it out on social
definitely.
media, where we're gonna end up being on Sunday morning. So yeah, the next game we're gonna probably watch outside of our home is going to be Sunday morning, someplace. I don't even know who we play Sunday. Isn't that bad?
Hmm,
I'll look.
I don't either.
You talk. I'll look.
Well, I hope it's somewhere down here, but even if it's not, we're gonna be with people watching, and I love our hockey family. It's
Oh,
growing.
it's Minnesota. We play against
Oh
Minnesota.
yeah, we play in Minnesota.
Minnesota on
Yeah,
Sunday.
no, we could talk all night there, but we'll just say we're looking forward
Haha.
to game on
Yes.
Wednesday and game on Sunday.
Yes. So those are our next two. Our next two games are both away games, and then we come home again. So then we
Okay.
have two games at home. So, all that to say, what?
When is our youngest birthday?
Yes, the 20th is the our youngest kiddo's birthday, and so we are going to celebrate at the Torrent game. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What are you looking
His
at his
chain,
necklace?
his
Yeah, so
necklace is
he
nice.
behind us, he got one of the big, well, I bought him one of the big Torrent, logo with the big silver chain, and he was
He
so excited. He
freaking
was
loves it.
dancing on Christmas morning. It was the cutest thing. He
It
put it
was really
on, and
cute.
so I'm sure he will want to wear it at the game. So we're excited for that. So
Yeah.
yeah. What else? Anything else we need to talk about?
Um, no, I just think thanks Rough and Tumble. Thanks,
Yeah,
Jen.
yeah.
It was really nice. And
It's great to have a place to go that's safe and inclusive and all those things. Like I just want to put that out there. Like it's an all around good experience.
yeah,
So
and that we don't have to worry. Are they gonna have it on? Are they gonna
yeah.
put it on? Like it was on.
Do we have to do
On
I
and
have
on
to
and on.
yell to
Yeah.
have it on? No, every screen in the entire place.
Yeah.
Actually, there was
What
one
kind
screen that was
what
playing.
was it? Was it
It was college basketball because it was KU, and I was like, why is there a KU game on? That's so weird. Anyway,
it was good.
yeah, it was
It
great.
was great. And yeah,
Last words
last word.
or last word.
I last words I think are a hockey family. Our hockey family's growing
Mhm.
and I could not be more grateful.
Yes, and shutout Schroeds, we are so proud of you. We are so glad that the game ended the way it did. I think that even though it was only 2 points instead of three, because we, won in the shootout, I think it solidified to us. And it's funny because Ava, 365 Hockey Girl, said this in a TikTok. She's like, I never doubted. And I'm like, I never doubted either. I just knew that she needed something to, get her confidence back.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it ended the way it did and that it was
I
all
had
with
every
her.
faith of her going
Yeah.
into the shootout. I was like,
Yeah.
nope, we got this.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's like we've been talking a lot about breakaway breakaway goals and the instance of a breakaway shooter being able to beat a goalie if just one-on-one and but that's very much what a shootout is
That's pretty
too.
all a shootout
Right. And
is.
so it's like the chances are really
I mean,
low.
they should be stopped, but
Yeah.
it's I don't want to say it's 50-50. I almost want to say it's 70-30 with them, but I don't know why, but they should I've said that a few times.
Yeah.
Like they'll stop it 99 times out of 100
Yeah.
if there's
Actually,
no
she said
screen and no
900. She
deflection.
said 999 times out of 1,000 is what
Okay,
she
but
said.
that one that I said that time is it was a shot from the blue line. Okay, which I mean, if it's closer and you got angles and you have to move,
We were watching an NHL game
yeah,
too.
we
Let's put
were.
that out there. The goalies are not as good in the NHL as they are in the PWHL. Oh, I
What?
said it.
What? Did you say not as good in the NHL?
I said they're not as good in the NHL as they are
Okay,
in the
good.
PWHL.
I thought you said that backwards. I'm like, what the heck
Oh,
are you saying?
I thought you were going to
Wow.
put in the NHL.
No, I'm
No,
not.
I think the PWHL goalies are amazing. I think the thing is like any of the goalies in the PWHL,
Any goalie.
yeah, any of them. I would be
Yeah.
happy with any of the goalies in the PWHL. There's not one goalie that is employed by the PWHL that I would not be like, yes, thank you, please, sir, can I have some more? Like they're
Yeah.
all great, and I don't feel that way about the NHL goalies.
Wow. Okay.
No,
All right.
I said it.
She said it more than once.
Come at me, bro. This is a PWHL podcast, so
It is.
I really, if you're an
100%.
NHL fan, I don't know what you're doing.
There are some NHL fans
I know.
here.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
One is sitting right next to her. I'm still a Duck fan.
I'm kidding mostly, but I do honestly think that as far as goaltending goes, PWHL hands down has the best goaltenders.
Well, there are every PWHL player is
Yeah,
an elite player.
that's true.
I don't think there's any throwaway players.
No, there's
in
no throwaway players,
PWHL.
not in our league, not as small as the
No.
league is. No, for
Mm-mm.
sure.
No.
We've said it a million times though.
Yeah.
So, okay, now we're just rambling. Do we have anything else to talk about?
I already said my last word.
Okay, so that's it, guys. That's the show.
Thanks for being here.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. And that's the show. Tune in next time for another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.